Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to get into a video showing you a trick within 3D printing that most people actually really don't know about, and it's fairly simple and free. Now, one thing to note is a big caveat to this is depending on your actual 3D printer, this may or may not be possible, at least without some third-party software. So I know stuff like a SnapMaker and stuff like that. You can definitely do some of this, but you cannot change the infill that easily. So you have to use third-party software, something that will work with it. However, if you use like a Prusa or something like that, then you definitely could use this. So what we're going to be doing is using 3D Builder from Microsoft. You can use pretty much anything you want. You can use Fusion 360, whatever. But 3D Builder is free. It comes already installed in most computers and whatnot. And just throw a cube there. Simple as that. And let's save that as a STL. That way we get the actual 3D model of it. And then let's squash that a bit. So let's actually go down to say 3 millimeters to let's say 20 millimeters, and let's emboss that with something. Let's emboss that with a simple ABC. So from here, let's go ahead and save that as a STL, and then let's say cube 1. Now from here, let's I already got my Prusa stuff up. So from here, what we need to do is simply drag the files in question over. And what we need to do is simply do one thing. Is go to print settings for here, and your software might be something else. But you want to make sure that the horizontal shells is 0, top 0, bottom 0. Basically what this means is how many layers does it put down for the top, how many layers does it put down for the bottom. And real quick, if you want your part to be transparent, say if it's thin enough, and let's say you got a sign, you're printing a sign out, and you want it to be transparent where you can see the infill to a point. Well, what you can do is you can do one layer, and that would actually make it semi-transparent depending on the filament, and that way when the sun goes through it, you can actually see the infill. So from that, what you can do is, in some filaments you can see right through at one layer, by the way. So from that, let's go and do that. Now you might notice that we still got our sides. To get rid of that, we go to the vertical, and let's go and hit 0 on that, and let's go back to here. And as you see here, now we got full infill. If we want to change the infill, we can simply do that from here. So say for example, if I want to do a honeycomb, I can switch that here, and let's slice it again, and we can actually get a honeycomb look. So as far as that goes, let's change it back to what that was. And real quick, if we go and throw the second file in place, let's get rid of this big block here, and let's slice this real quick. So one of the things that you might notice is you can't see the ABC, and you might want to actually do something about that. So we're just going to throw the 2 right there back, and you might want to play around with this because the fact of the matter is I'll suggest going with something small, same infill as far as 15% or whatever it may be, same type of infill, and just play around with that with the lettering as far as how much and for you to actually be able to see this stuff, and that would give you a good idea if it will work or not. But as far as this goes, as you see here, we can do this. Now, if this doesn't work, what I can do is, say for the top, is I can do like one layer, and then let's slice that again. So it does a single layer, and again, it should make it transparent. And on the bottom, you don't have any layers, so that means you can see the infill right through and through. Now that's something that you might want to keep in mind when you're designing things in the future. You know, business cards, whatever, you can actually design things like that. But one big thing that you may want to note is I would never do this with something that requires structure. This completely removes away structure. It should be only for things that are cosmetic and things that you are okay with replacing. But anyways, as far as it goes, hopefully this has helped you out in understanding something. And if you got any questions, anything else, or want to see anything else, then let me know in the comment section down below. And also let me know what you think about this and the 3D printing stuff, since YouTube's been attacking my cybersecurity videos and stuff like that. I'm trying to go to something else. But anyways, as far as that goes, please leave a like, subscribe, share, check out the Amazon link down below, and Patreon, and I'll see you next video. Hope you have a great day.